In version 7.0 of the AR4 software, I've added some new functionality for the virtual robot. So you can see here, you can now change the end of arm tool to any end of arm tool you want. And, you can import your own CAD or your own tool that you want to use. You can also import geometry into the scene. You could do that before, but now you can add, multiple parts. You can, change the part position, update where it is, easily change the part rotation, um, change its yaw, pitch, or roll, whatever you need to change for the part position. And then, like I said, you can import multiple parts. So I can import a vise here and move that around. And then when you select on each file, it highlights which model you're working with. And then you can, of course, delete those. And then I'll import a block here for the next example. And then I've added some functionality where you can actually, the virtual robot can pick up the parts and move them around in the scene using the pick part or place part function. So to use the virtual pick and the virtual place in your program, you can see here where I'm commanding the servo gripper to close. I've also added a line for virtual pick. And then here where I've commanded the servo gripper to open to release the part, I've added a virtual place command. So from here, from your position commands, there's a virtual pick and a virtual place. And then you just use the teach insert command button to insert that into your program, and it will automatically grab whatever model you have here in your imported CAD at the top of that list. And then if you want to change that, you can just come here to your manual entry field and edit the file name for whatever model you want to pick or place in your program. And then if you want to just test it, you can see here, I'll pull in the virtual model here, and we can jog down to the part. And then when I go to system setup, I highlight block and click attach. And then when we jog away, the block will remain with the gripper, with the robot, wherever we've attached it. And then I can highlight that and click detach. And then wherever we detach it, it will leave the block at that point in space. So you can see there, it's just left the block where I placed it there. So one other thing to point out is that you can import either STL files or step files. If you bring in a step file, it'll automatically convert it to an STL and place it here in your CAD imported folder. So you'll have a copy of it that you're working with in this folder. And then in the next software version, what I want to work on next is being able to import a model and click on points on that model and create robot targets or create positions, so that you can actually create a program that the real robot can use to move to different positions in space from this virtual window. So that'll be next on my list for the next software update. So the other major component to this update for version 7.0 is I've gone through and completely restructured the communication between the software and the robot control board and created a full API for the robot. So if you go into the source code and go into the AR robots folder and find arrobot.py, we've got a class for the robot, AR robots, and then we've also got a class for AR Nano for controlling the gripper and the peripherals on the Nano board. And what this does, you can pull this into your project, and then you're able to run, simple commands, robot.hello, or for moving, you've got, robot.move joints, or, for Cartesian positions, robot.move pose. So I put together a kind of a user guide for this, and this just goes through and has some information on the different commands, how you can use all of those. So you can see here in this test.api py file that I made here, it just basically, from that file that we went over a second ago, it just imports AR robots. It sets the COM port, and then you can just do robot.connect, and then you can do robot.move pose, or robot.move joints. So you can pull this into your program, and you don't have to use the AR4 software. You can just use this API to control the robot. So for example, if I run this test here, we can just run that, and you can see it'll run through each of these these loops here in this test and run the robot.move pose, and then it'll run the robot.move joints to move some joint commands here. So the other thing that I've done is, like I said, I updated all of the communication. So if you wanted to, if you didn't want to use the API and you just wanted to control the serial commands directly, I restructured all the commands to be a nicer format, JSON format for all the commands. So if you go through this manual and go to section 16, it goes through all of the formats. So you could just open up a serial connection to the robots teensy board and just send these direct commands here and control either the robot or the nano board for the gripper functions, as you can see here in the manual. And you can also open up the HMI software. And if you were to jog the robot, for example, I'll just jog it down and then go to the System Setup tab. Down here under Commands, you can see the last command sent to controller and last response. So you can use these for examples to see what exactly is being sent to the robot and what's being received back from the robot. So here you can see its command, live Cartesian jog, and then the values being sent to it. And then if I was to come here and, do a joint jog and then come back here, you can see the last command was live joint jog, and it shows you what was sent there. Or if I put it into incremental mode and just, simulate sending an incremental command, we'll go to System Setup and you see it says command move joints, and you can see, exactly what's being sent to the robot there. So you could also use that for an example. If you come to annonrobotics.com and go to the downloads folder, you'll find the latest software for version 7.0. Right here is the source code, and right here is the exe file. Below that, you'll find the 7.0 corresponding sketch file for the teensy control board right here. And down here is the sketch files for the auxiliary board for, running your gripper or whatever, for the nano board or for the mega is here and here. And down at the bottom is that API commands manual I referred to earlier. Up here at the top is a full build manual. The robot is all open source, non-commercial, and the build manual has a full bill of materials, so you can source the parts anywhere you want. If you want to buy a kit to build a robot, there's a full kit here and a corresponding motors package. It's factory direct from Stepper Online right here. So that's it for this video on version 7.0. Thanks for watching, and reach out to me at info@annonrobotics.com if you have any questions. Thank you.